I'm late. Let's talk about that. Hi, I'm Mike from Scoutadelic. Come on, 20% of you are subscribed, which means 80% of you aren't. So click the subscribe button. It's free to do so, and you're going to get tons of ideas, activities, you name it. Now, this month is also a big month for me. It's my birthday, but also we can have a lot of things planned. We can do every eventuality planned to the nth degree. However, the weather, anything can actually cause it to shake. Could be that leaders don't turn up that you were expecting. It could be that, say, you're going to a fire brigade and they've gone out. So this month is all about last minute ideas, last minute activities, last minute things, okay? You've got 2 hours to prepare for the night that you thought you'd already planned. So I've got 2 hours to find someone who will be able to be my co-host, give me some suggestions on what do you do if you've only got like sort of 2 hours to prepare for a night, and also maybe let me win host v co-host. Come on, please. So who is my co-host going to be this month? Let's find out.
Hi, my name is David Little. I am on a weekly basis assistant scout leader at the 8th Lambeth in South London. And in addition to that, I'm part of the South London Scouts County team and also heading up our Croatia experience in August. And this is my 60-second scouter.
3, 2, 1.
What's the best place you've run?
Doing an ultra London to Brighton. Going over Ditchling Beacon in a thunder and lightning storm in the middle of the night is a really amazing experience.
What's the best skill you've learnt in scouting?
Without question, firelighting. I've unfortunately got a bit of a reputation for having fairly large campfires, which is good fun.
What motivates you?
I'm motivated by encouraging enthusiasm in others. I love to get people working together.
What's your favourite campfire song?
I went to the Animal Fair. I think is quite good.
The best thing in your store cupboard in case of last minute ideas?
We have a cupboard that is, it's like a Pandora's box of just stuff. We've got admin stuff. We've just got lots of stuff that we can rock out a good evening really quickly and easily.
What's your best camp?
When I was 15, we had hundreds of people camping on Brownsea Island.
One word to describe scouting.
I would run without kind of sounding all I'd say empowerment.
So thanks very much for answering all those questions. So how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good, good. Well, you have appeared in like sort of a few like sort of things for Scoutadelic over the time. So you're now my 89th co-host, which is
That's a lot.
It is. It makes me feel old every time it goes up. Next month's my 90th, so that's going to be bizarre.
Wow.
Usually I am prepared. Except today we did this with like sort of less than like 2 hours notice of going, right, okay, let's do this, let's do this. So on the theme of last minute, and sometimes, you know, even planning everything to the nth degree, sometimes a bit like trips to like fire stations, they may call and say, yeah, we can't do this week. So there are times where your plans just do not go according to plan. And you have to come up with some last minute ideas. So what can you do to help like sort of people out with last minute ideas? What can they do? What ideas have you got? What can you help them with?
Right, loads of things. So let's break this down into two things.
Okay.
First of all, some ideas of what you can do and where you can get information from, and secondly, where you can get some ideas from.
Okay.
So where you can get ideas from, first of all, I think is really important.
Mm-hmm.
Scouting is part of a big, structured, effectively family.
Yeah.
So within your own group, if you're caught short, pick up the phone. Have a WhatsApp group where you can fire stuff up, and leaders in your group will come back like instantaneously. So I'd get communication more within your section, within the other sections within your group.
This is true, and it's also like you say, you know, you have like sort of different sections, and they're usually like they know how to do possibly their section, but they've never thought about cubs. But it might be an idea that they have that you can expand on or change, or even though it might not be an idea that you use, it might spark another idea, and so on and so forth. So that's
Yeah, but
that's
do you know
definitely.
what's good for beavers and cubs is often really good for explorers. So joking apart,
This is very true. As a
so
as
it
a
doesn't
as a
necessarily work the other way around, but
I
you know,
don't know. I know I've been a few explore programs that I'm like, I can maybe change this to do in Cubs. So,
yeah.
I'm sure it works both ways. So, yeah.
Yeah, if you're sat getting in from work at 5 o'clock and going, I'm scouts at 7, there's some really good places that you can look for information.
Okay.
Obviously, within your group, having a quick look back through your Facebook page as a reminder to see what you've done previously. Districts and counties. If you start talking to people out around your district and county, people come up with really good ideas really quick. So it's worth having a quick chat, especially with some of the older leaders, some of the more experienced, should I say, leaders. One source that's really good is OSM.
So OSM, what does that stand for those that actually don't know and never know what OSM? There are probably few people. There's a lot of people out there that still don't know who I am or what Scoutadelic is.
I can't believe that's even
I'm
true.
shocked. I'm shocked myself. I'm like, what?
So Online Scout Manager is a phenomenal tool. OSM, when we plugged all our info into it, was a complete game changer. It's such a mine of information, and it's a really good way that you can flick through really quickly on a phone or your computer, and find some activities. It helps if you know what you've got in your hut wherever you're based, so you can quickly pull together activities together. Yeah, relatively straightforward.
Well, there's also, I don't know if you know this, but there is also a website which is activities.scoutadelic.org as well, which weirdly enough,
it's something on YouTube, isn't it?
I don't, yeah, it's something like that. But yeah, it allow you to, you know how we said about, having other sections get involved and maybe give their ideas, and that might not initially transfer over into your section, but it might spark an idea. There is on this activities.scoutadelic.com, gotta get that in there. There is a like sort of surprise me button, and if you click it, it just shows you a random thing, whether it's for your section or not, and so that could obviously spark an idea as well. So there we go.
Yes. if you look back through your videos, there's tons in there. And even just looking at the title pages without actually watching them, you'll get inspiration.
What would be so if like you said, looking at your store cupboard, what would be the ideal things to have in your store cupboard just for these occasions, as in things where you need something very quick? What would be your, if there's a new group out there that are starting and they're like, right, what do we need in our store cupboard? What would be your ideal things of you can use these for millions of like sort of ideas? What would be the go-to type of objects or things that they would want in there?
Okay, so two things. Definitely a good pack of admin stuff, and everything from papers, pens to rubber bands to just so you can get them to do pretty much anything, or have that as a usable facility. And then one thing that we've got under our stage is a big pull-out container, which is a big box of game stuff. So we've got tennis rackets, we've got hockey stuff, we've got a lot of footballs, tennis balls, just basically, or we could run a games night just by pulling that out from under the stage.
Wow.
And it's really helpful because even if you don't even have to remember what's in there, and you can change them out. You can have your pool noodles, or just all sorts of stupid stuff that you can have a laugh with, because at the end of the day, if you get a group of scouts in a hall together, it's relatively quick and easy to get them interacting and get them active.
Well, there we are then. Cool. Fantastic. Thank you very much for that. So last month you did amazing different things. You were outdoors, you were indoors, you were doing some silly different things on the internet. So these are some of the fantastic photos that you guys posted on social media last month. Here we go.
Right, what would be really, really useful, one thing that I think is really important is to shout about all the fantastic things that we do at Scouting. And it doesn't matter who you are. If you're the smallest Beaver colony or the biggest Scout group, it doesn't really matter. Shout about all the fantastic things that you do. Shout about it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and if you could tag in Scoutadelic, you'll get a bigger spread. Now, it's not necessarily just about you, it's about sharing all the fantastic things that we do. It's an inspiration for other groups, and it's really helpful with regards to sharing ideas.
It's time where I finally verse you. All right, I've been wanting to do this for years now, and it's finally my time that I've convinced you to actually do this. Thankfully, not in person, but it's time to play host v co-host. So this month it is name as many. Okay, so each of us will have 30 seconds to name as many on a certain topic. Okay. However, the other person will have the same amount of time, but will not be able to repeat what the person has said. Now, even worse.
Obviously, I get to go first, yeah?
Even worse for you, I'm sorry to say. My last co-host won, which means that I get to go first.
Okay.
So there are 9 like sort of random like sort of things in here.
They're hardly random because you've got the list.
Right, are you ready for this? I wrote this list in December 2022.
Exactly.
Can you remember what you wrote on a bit of paper in 2022? I don't think I do. So I'm going to go with this one. All right. So I've got 30 seconds. Okay. To name as many. Oh, okay. Name as many badges. Time starts now. Okay. So there's astronomy. There is the district. And there's also the county badges. There's also the world badge. There is the hikes away, nights away. I'm not going to do the stages because that's unfair. There's the swimmer. There is the digital citizen badge. There is also the there is and that's my 30 seconds up. Wow, that goes very quickly. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I've named 8 in 30 seconds. You have got to name more than 8, and you can't do the ones that I've obviously just said. All right. Your 30 seconds start now.
Okay, South London Scouts Shining Star Awards, South London Scouts County Training Team Awards, BNI activity. There is a skating badge, skiing badge, snow sports badge. Sorry, there is a swimming on stages, sailing. There is a Chief Scout bronze, silver, gold, platinum, Queen Scout Award. That's not a scouting badge. Sorry, DAB. Sorry, I'm thinking. Oh, this is quite hard, isn't it? Oh, the
that's your time.
The rainbow badge.
That's your time. That's your time.
That's quite hard, isn't it?
It's you say that when you got 12.
Yeah, but I'd have got a lot more. Had I had my shirt, had I known that was a question, I'd have my shirt here.
Had I had my shirt. Oh yeah, that's so unfair that is. But you won that one, so excellent. That's one in your favour. Which is not fair.
Just a quick one on that. A really quick evening. A really quick evening badge. A really quick evening activity is the meaning of the purple World Scouting badge. If you Google what the different elements of the badge mean, that's a really good evening.
There we go. Tip. Right, okay, you ready for this? This is where you thrash me at this, I feel. Right, there is 1 to 8 now in here. Which number would you like? Or do you want me to hover and then
just go for it. Just pick up any. Doesn't matter.
I'm going. It does. How dare you say this does not matter?
Right, this is competitive or anything.
Never. Okay. 30 seconds on. Ooh, this is gonna harm me if you're really good at this. Knots.
Okay.
Your 30 seconds start now.
Bowling, reef knot, square lashing, sheet bend, round turn 2 half hitches, Oh God, I should be. I'd have had an app in front of me had I thought about this. Figure
That's
of
true.
eight.
Figure of eight.
Granny knot.
Yeah.
Shoelaces. Shoelaces. That's a knot. I was doing knots the weekend. I've gone completely blank. Sorry.
That's good for
That's
me
rubbish,
because
isn't
your
it?
time is up. And shoelaces was your last one. So
It's
that's one.
shoelaces. That's a bit scraping the barrel, isn't it?
I'd still let you because it's on the Scoutadelic website as a knot, so I'm letting you have that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you got 8. I've got to get more than 8. Right, my 30 seconds start now. Okay, there is a double burr line. There is a double figure of 8. There's a triple figure of 8. There's a figure of 8 with a bite. There is my favorite one. It's the high woman's hitch. There's you went to square diagonal lashing. A sheep bend. A sheep shank. So that's 7. Oh, I've only got 2 more to go. Come on. Oh no, come on. I've got to do this. I've got to do this.
I'm just having a quick look at my list of essential knots that we've missed. So we've missed an alpine butterfly. That's a beautiful knot.
How did I forget that one?
It's a bit worrying that I'm saying that's a beautiful knot, but if you like climbing, it's a good Prussic knot. That's an easy one. A timber hitch. No, timber hitch is a great one for little kids pulling logs and things through the forest. Or trucker's hitch. I have to pick you up on saying a double and a triple figure of 8. I think that's scraping the barrel slightly.
Still won. You tried to reduce my number now. It's like I may have won, but I'd prefer to actually have a better stretch of wins. So, oh my goodness. Oh, this isn't fair. My last co-host won, and now I was on a roll at the start of the year, and now I seem to be in a slump. My co-host seemed to be actually trying to get close to my 3 points ahead that I had. I was 3 points ahead. It's not fair, but congratulations.
So that's the end of our show for today.
Don't forget to give us a like, share, and comment below. Should I have actually won that? Was that unfair? Can I get the double and the triple burr line? That is the major question. And by participating, you can get one of these amazing badges. We have the 1, the 5, and the 6. And a big thanks to our patrons who support our channel, which are Heather, Irvin, Joseph, Mark, Marcus, Martin, Percy, Rob, Roger, and Steve. They help us out by supporting us by a couple of pounds per month. You can be one too with the links below.
And above all, be a little Scoutadelic.
Bye.